Guys, I'm Sophie and I'm gonna say some stuff about some really specific fears I have. Okay, so as humans, of course, we all fear stuff, and I have a few that I've found out. Like, I tweeted something the other day and I noticed that it was really specific, and I've asked I think 1 or 2 people before, and they said that they've never encountered that just because of where they live and things. But I want to talk about some of the really specific fears that I have and see if anyone can agree with me, or if anyone has their own that, let's see if maybe I have and I just didn't notice. But it's nothing like I'm scared of snakes or spiders or whatever. These are more in depth. I'm gonna start with one that's really basic that many people have, and I have a strong fear of driving. The fact about having a car, this big machine that could kill you, your family, and everyone, just because if you make one mistake, that frightens me. I have my permit, I'm 19, I know I'm behind, but I'm working on driving and practicing, and you know, as people when they start driving, they practice a lot and they're nervous, and it's not something crazy. I know it's something that we all share, but I'm trying to get over it, and driving with cars just freaks me out because there's so much that can go wrong. I could do something wrong, the car next to me could do something wrong, behind me, and you know, it's a chain reaction. But that's something simple, and I think that one leads into a more specific one. So I live in Florida, and we have a bunch of lakes everywhere, just bodies of water, and I always have this constant fear that I'm just gonna drive into it. Either I am, or my whoever's driving me is, or it used to be on my bus, so I'd be on the bus going to class, and I just had this fear that if they made a wrong turn, we could go straight into the water, and I always plan what I need to do so that I can break out of that car, or I've seen a bunch of stuff where it's just you have to break the window, or you have to open it, or stuff before it gets to drowning point, and then if the water gets too full, you're supposed to open the doors. Yeah, it's a lot, and it freaks me out. Young lady, she passed away the same way, and I think that every time that I pass that location, I just keep thinking about it. And so that's gonna be with me for the rest of my life, just thinking that if I go into the water, I could die. Just as if I'm driving on a road, I could die. It doesn't matter. It reminds me of that one episode of The Office where I think Michael starts following the GPS and he just goes into the lake. That's me, but I would never do that because I'm terrified. So that's 2. Another one that I have is you know when you're in your house, and I don't know if this is just I guess it's people that live near airports. I don't live near an airport, but I still hear a lot of planes go by, and you know, sometimes it's stormy, and they have to fly lower than usual because of the storm. Well, I have this fear that when I hear a plane go over my house, that's it. That's the last thing I'm gonna hear because it's gonna come crashing down. I don't know why. I just think that it's terrifying because the fact that I'm hearing it, and that's literally it. You can't do anything. Once you hear it, it's over. You know what I mean? I guess it's silly. That's the one I've asked people before, and they've just said, no, I don't think so. But I always worry that when I hear it too loud that it's gonna crash into my house. You can't avoid that. You can't run away from an airplane coming down. It's huge. There's no way. So I don't know, it freaks me out. Really stupid. What are the chances that it'll fall on my house? Planes don't crash that much, and I doubt they'll crash near where I live, so that one's not too bad. Just the fact of being at home at night taking a shower and you hear everything. I feel like I hear everything. My senses are heightened to the max because I am terrified. What am I gonna do? I can't find anyone while I'm naked. I already can't find anyone now. Imagine me in my most vulnerable state. I think a lot of people have that one though. That one's not really that specific, but it's just something about can't hear because the water's going. That's scary. So yeah, my biggest fear is the fact that one day you're here and one day you're not. It's not the fact that, you know, the unknown of we don't know what's gonna happen after death, because you know, we can't really do anything about it. So I feel yeah, I'm scared of dying. I don't want to die because I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen at one point anyways. My fear is that one day I can be talking to you guys and then the next, just nothing. It's not there anymore. The fact that losing someone is so fast and so life-changing, that's what scares me. We always assume that we're gonna wake up the next morning, we're gonna see the sunrise and the sunset. We always assume we're gonna go to school. We say, hey, see you next week, have a good weekend. just all these things that you know, our lives is never, like, it just keeps going. You never stop to think that maybe I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. Obviously don't think that that's horrible, because you'll never be able to actually live, but it's scary. It's scary to think that one day you're here, one day you're not. One day you can be talking to someone and then not even like a day. It's like 1 second you're here, when you're not. If one accident happened, I don't know. I don't like to think about it too much, but I felt like it's so specific that I wanted to share that with you guys. Well, that's it, guys. If that's just the most specific ones that I can think of right now, thank gosh I'm not scared of more stuff, or this would be very long. This might be really short, but I haven't been around for a little bit because I've been busy with school and stuff. Sorry about that. You know, I did this whole speech of me like wanting to do it constantly, and I got hard, but I really want some ideas. If you guys want to hear something, or hear some advice, or hear some stuff, just let me know. Tell me down below if you have any of these fears, or if you have any other weird fears that you think, because I'd love to read them. I want to see if I have the same ones. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you sometime at one point. Bye.